Hi everyone, Nick here and welcome to another Gran Turismo Sport video. Today we're doing the final race in the Manufacturers Series of the 2018 off-season exhibition. We're here at the Circuit de la Sarthe, or Le Mans, and we're in Group 4 cars, which to be perfectly honest is probably a pretty rubbish choice from my point of view because they're just so slow compared to the other cars, and for a track that's basically just straights with a load of chicanes, just going down those is very, very boring. And I mean, my practice pace wasn't too bad, but I wasn't overly looking forward to this. But I do have a vaguely good track record of getting decent results around here. Anyway, into qualifying. We're only going to have time for one lap because it's taking you 4.5 minutes to do one lap anyway, so there you go. So we're starting our only qualifying lap, going into turn 1, trying to make sure that we maximise time through the opening sector. So through there, cut that corner, through there, and cut that corner. Not really sure what I'm thinking of there. And we get ourselves a 1.5 second penalty. Not sure if the punishment fits a crime there, but you know, fair enough. Anyway, fast forward to the end of the lap to save you watching me go down a load of straights, and through the last set of chicanes, we brake there, don't really get into the corner, have a massive slide, go through the final chicane, get 2 seconds worth of penalties for that, bit harsh I think, and cross the line to do a 4:27.3. To be honest, the penalty didn't really hurt me too much. I mean, 4:27.3 would have put me up with second and third, but seventh, not too bad. Pace was okay, so thought might be able to do something still. And obviously you got the long straights with chicanes, so there's always a chance of overtaking people around this track. Okie dokie, let's see who we're going to be up against in today's race. Pole position, we've got De Rema in a Ferrari. Second, we've got Racing Rod in an Aston Martin. Alexis of Martin from the Czech Republic in third place. Fourth is Tyraf in the Lancer. Fifth, we've got another Ferrari, Next Legacy, all the way from South Africa. Sixth, we've got Honda 93 in the Aston Martin, popular choice here. We've got me there in seventh in the Fanta Cayman. Eighth, we've got the BMW NL Jan NL, I think he's from Holland maybe. Yannick is in the BMW. We've got Mustang Jockey in the Ferrari, not a Mustang. Moko Visoso in the Mitsubishi is 11th. 12th is Toto in the Audi. 13th we've got Trinkachu in the Nissan. 14th is another Cayman, good to see it, it's GT Boca David. 15th we've got Citroen and an unpronounceable name. 16th we've got Saxis in the Volkswagen. 17th, Foxy Fergie, recognise him from a few races recently, he's in the Lancer. Got BMW GTP CPTD, could have made that easier. 19th, Alfie Stesten, and 20th we've got Buckhinder in the Cayman, remember him from a race recently as well. So, we're starting 7th, it's a rolling start, so none of that standing start grid nonsense for a change. And yeah, I mean, we're 7th, door number 13, so we're above where we're expected to go. It's yeah, let's see how we can do here. Now, it surprised me a little bit by how early the rolling start decided to end. So it stops me there, which is not the best place. So I can't really accelerate through the corner. So I get a bit of a crap start, and as a result you can already see in the radar and from a quick look behind there that I'm under pressure into turn 1 and he's going for it, so we're going to leave him a bit of room on the inside because we're not monsters. Going through there, get into the next corner. He's got the line, that's fine. And we go through that right hand corner. Now, you could barely even hear it, but I actually got hit from behind there and got a down arrow for SR, which is just baffling. I've also got damage on my back aero and my right rear suspension. So my race has already been compromised through a bit of contact that I didn't even notice at the time. And I didn't even notice anything had happened until about this point where I saw the damage. So that makes a lot of sense. Anyway, we're catching NL up ahead of us, ever so slowly, but not really quickly enough to do anything about it. And we've got a second gap back to Yannick behind, so I'm going to be a bit cautious as it's lap 1, don't know what the slipstream is going to do. And also I was having a lot of issues braking. You could see it a little bit there, but in this car, on this track, a lot of the time if there's high speeds and I was braking, I was finding it was just spearing off to the side. And you saw it a little bit go to the right. Usually it was to the left. I don't know if it's the car, maybe my wheel was set up wrong. It did have a slight issue earlier on when I forgot to plug it in. That's my bad, but you never know. So yeah, went super cautious through that last chicane, and we've lost contact with NL Jan up ahead, and we're starting to fall back into the clutches of Yannick behind. Again, we tried to break through there, not usually too much of an issue through there, but not being overly quick. And as we get out of here, we are extending our gap to Yannick behind, but as you see from the splits, he starts closing in fairly quickly. He's just over half a second behind. Toto actually overtakes and starts racing up behind me from the splits. Can't see him quite on the radar yet, but we go into the corner here, appears on the radar, flies up the inside. Audi appears out of nowhere, goes way too deep into that corner, and we get the switchback, so that's good. However, Yannick has got a good slipstream on us behind, and you can see on the radar he's, alongside. He's now ahead. Give him just about enough room there, I think, as he goes through. But you can see here that the straight line speed isn't good, and I'm sure that aero damage that we got is really not helping us here. I mean, even with the slipstream, we're not doing great here. But just back off here. I don't want anything to do with going through that set of corners side by side with anyone. Again, as I said, with the sort of under braking, sort of spearing off to the sides, I don't need to add a car to the mix on that one. So we go through there, not too shabby, but we're not really keeping touch with Yannick up ahead. And going by the times top left hand corner, we're actually losing time to Trin Katchu behind us, ever so slowly, but he is slightly gaining on us. Again, that aero damage not going to be helping. It's not going to help through here either, some fast corners, so bit of a slide there, not great. We go through the left, a little bit of a slide there as well. Don't really bother the apex, compromises us into the right hander, get all over the curb and on the grass. Again there, just not really done what we need to do, and we're losing time behind. Cars up ahead are looking like they're having a battle, and again I don't really want to be trying to overtake someone into the chicane here, so we go over there, tyre off, decide to try and overtake the car ahead, and just goes right across us, which is just not really much appreciated. Then the car behind gives us a nudge, that's really appreciated again, gets a 3-second penalty for that, probably fair enough, and we get a slow start to the second lap, and Mustang jockey is going to overtake us on the right hand side. So yeah, down to 10th from starting 7th, not particularly great. So anyway, long race. The car comes from nowhere on the left hand side, it's the Audi again. Probably could have left him a bit more room there, but to be honest I was quite annoyed at that point. Game doesn't give me a penalty, so I'll take it as it sided with me. Thanks game for a change. So we're going through here, you can see behind on the radar, Spaniard behind just absolutely flies up behind us. but we're starting to struggle here and the tyres aren't doing great. The plan was also to no stop in this race. So yeah, I hate to think what the tyres would have been like at the end of the race if I had stayed on them. But slight spoilers, I don't. Anyway, going down the back straight, and we're not really catching on the cars ahead. There's about 4 or 5 of them who are very close to each other now, and they all benefit from the slipstream on each other, so we're not really going to close on them, especially with our aero damage. So it's just about making sure we can pick the right braking point, get through there nicely. You can see that the yellow Ferrari of Mustang jockey has had a bit of a nightmare through there. He's come very slow out of the chicane and everyone else has got past him. We then tuck in behind him to try and get the slipstream. He then drifts off to the left hand side, we follow him and then decide to go to the right hand side of the track. Now at this point we're kind of status quo, not really gaining. He starts putting out a little bit and then swerves back across in front of us. We then move to the left. He brakes much earlier than I expect to there. Not really sure what's going on there, and we go into the back of him. Again, we don't get a penalty for that though, so I don't know if the game's thinking that's okay. Go around the outside of him, he forces us wide and then taps the back of our car, sending us into a spin, bumping into a wall, which has meant we've now got front aero damage and both front wheels are damaged as well. So pretty much all of the car is now broken. And as we accelerate through here, the car in 20th place overtakes us, so we are now lost. Thank you very much, Mustang jockey. Really appreciate you driving there. And to be honest, that was about it. I mean, you can see here that I was racing some people. I got up to 17th at one point, but then had a couple of offs from crap tyres. And we go through here, this just sums up my race. I'm slowing, I'm letting him take the corner and he just slows down and still bumps into me and I still get a penalty. So yeah, that went well. So yeah, 20th place out of 20. My possibly worst result in any FIA race ever. Because usually at least someone quits and last place is 18th or 19th, but no, 20th and 0 points. Awesome. So scores on the doors for the Manufacturers Series. At the end of that I finished with 900 points in total. It's the 4th best score for Porsche in London, 362nd for Porsche overall and 2076th place overall across the whole region. Must do better next season. Anyway, that's the end of this video. Thank you very much for watching and I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, then don't forget to like the video or to subscribe to the channel or to leave a comment. How did your Manufacturers Series go? Hopefully better than mine did. But until next time, goodbye.